Let's talk prospecting channels in order to build this business. There are going to be a lot of different layers to this, so bear with me. The main thing is I want to give you some general ideas and places that you can deem a fit for you to start getting in front of business owners and letting them know about what you do and why it's going to be helpful for them. And you can do this in a variety of ways. So a few of my favorite prospecting channels are Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, you could also do LinkedIn, you could do paid ads, you could do cold email. There's many different channels. And the most important thing that I can give you when talking and discussing prospecting channels is that you really want to be at a place that has your ideal customer. So if your ideal customer is a roofing company, if they aren't on Instagram, then you wouldn't want Instagram to be your prospecting channel, because that's not where they hang out. So if you find that most roofers are in Facebook groups, then you should be creating a Facebook group for roofers, or you should be joining Facebook groups with roofing companies. Facebook groups are a tremendous resource as well. So if you find that that's where your ideal customer is, you want to start putting yourself out there in that channel. And you can do that in many different ways. I'll dive deeper into that in other videos. But for now, let's just talk about channels. What I would do is I would select 2 or 3 places to be consistent in. That means being in there almost on a daily basis and either giving value or talking about your business in some sort of way. In the beginning, for you guys watching, I want you to focus more on giving value, because you don't have any really results to stand by or anything in regards that to helping them, because you haven't went through that process yet. So instead, you should be trying to find what's valuable to them. So some ways to do that would be setting up calls with roofers and finding out what's valuable and then providing that. It would be video audits on current things they have, such as they have a Facebook campaign running, or maybe they're not utilizing their social media properly, or they haven't gotten enough reviews, or figuring out if they have a customer list and the ways they can use that. Whatever you're providing, you want to present to them in a valuable way. My favorites for me are, like I said, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Facebook groups, I'll say as well, I'll tie that with Facebook. And on Facebook, one of the things you should be doing right away, guys and girls, is you should be using your regular social media and letting people know about what you do. Too many business owners don't use their personal Facebook to talk about what they're doing. You would be surprised how many people you currently have in your ecosystem or as a friend who may have an interest in what you're providing. And you're going to have a leg up because they already know you. So talk about what you're building. Talk about the benefits of it on your regular Facebook page, in these groups, in these different areas. Make it known that you provide this. YouTube has been huge for us. On our YouTube channel, what we do is we just talk about pain points and solutions to those. So if our industry is struggling with something, an example being if they're struggling with sales calls, then I want to do a YouTube video on how they can improve their sales calls. If they're struggling with getting Facebook leads, then I'm going to do a video on the best way to acquire and qualify Facebook leads. So that's how you do YouTube. Again, add value. The cool thing about this is in the beginning, you have a tendency to want to ask for business because you're just desperate to grow. The thing is, if you focus in the beginning on giving value and teaching them, they're going to start looking at you as the expert and they're going to come to you to buy. So keep that in mind. If you're able to give that value, you're putting lines in the water to where eventually they understand that, you know what, I need help on this, and such has been talking about this on his Facebook, on YouTube, in all these different places in these groups. Let me ask him how this works. So if you're providing text automations for their customer list, you should be talking about the benefits of that so that someone who has a customer list can see that and then ask, hey, I noticed you talked about this and the benefits. How does that work? Is that something that you provide? Does that make sense? But your main channels are going to be Facebook, meaning your regular Facebook, posting on your business page, Facebook groups, Facebook ads as well, Instagram. I like Instagram. It's a visual platform. So if your ideal business owner is on there, definitely focus on your hashtags on Instagram. You could also have somebody prospect for you via Messenger in there and send messages. Facebook groups, we talked a little bit about that. I want to single that out because it's a huge source, whether it's building your own group, whether it's going into current groups with the business owners that you're looking to prospect to. YouTube is a big one. Start building that when you have a comfort level on giving the value of what you do and presenting it to them. LinkedIn is another one. I don't use LinkedIn a whole lot, but LinkedIn has business owners. So you might find that your industry has a lot of people on LinkedIn, using LinkedIn as a channel. Cold email. We did cold email early on. We actually got some of our original customers on cold email who are still with us today. We don't do cold email anymore, but it was a valuable channel for us early on. And you can either individually send these emails or you could have an assistant do it for you. I'll talk a little bit more in other videos about virtual assistants because their price points are pretty good early on for you. I'll also talk about what those emails look like so you have that at your disposal. So these are just a few different channels. We'll single them out as well here in other videos, but I wanted to give you a general idea of some different channels that you can utilize to start prospecting and getting in front of ideal clients for you and your business moving forward.